Hello, and thank you for tuning in to watch this demonstration video on how to use your charter school provided telephone. My name is David Warren, and today I will be giving you a brief overview and tutorial on how to use your phone. In this video, we'll be discussing the teacher phone. To begin, let's get acquainted with the buttons on the phone. First thing we notice is the date and time. Over on the right-hand side is your extension number. For this tutorial, this phone is extension 1001. Across the bottom of the display, we have Unpark, which is a button that you can use to retrieve calls that are placed on park, usually from the front office. We can see a list of calls made and received from our phone, and we can also access the corporate directory. Beneath that, we have an arrow up and down. This is used to access different menu options. We have a dial key, which most likely you will not use. And we have a menu key. By pressing the menu key, you have the option to access different features and settings on your phone. Some of the settings you can access are contrast for your display or the ring type. Coming down to the bottom, this red button here is a mute button. When you have a live call and you want to press mute, simply hit the mute button. To take the call off mute, hit the button a second time. Across the bottom here, we have a volume up and volume down. These buttons do three different things. When your phone is in idle mode, like it is right now, the volume up and volume down affect the ringer volume, as noted in the display. When you go off hook with your handset, the volume up and volume down change the handset volume. And finally, by pressing the speakerphone button, the volume up and volume down change your speakerphone volume. Directly above the speakerphone is a headset button, and we have the hold key. The hold key allows you to place a call on hold from your phone. Above that, we have a messages button. The messages button is your voicemail button. This will be the button you use to retrieve your voicemail as well as set up your voicemail. Your line key is simply the line that you're on when you place an internal call or you're on an active outside call. Let's first start by setting up our voicemail. Simply hit the messages button. Hit number 1 to go into Message Center. And now we can see a list of messages in our mailbox. Since this is a new setup, we have 0 messages. Let's go ahead and connect into our mailbox simply by pressing Connect.
Please enter personal identification number, then press pound.
The first time you log in, your identification number is your extension number. In this tutorial, our extension number is 1001.
You have no messages. Press star to play.
Now we're going to go into mailbox options. Press option number 9, followed by option number 5 to set up your name announcement.
To record new self-identification message, press 0. To record your self-identification message, then press pound.
David Warren.
To save message, press 0. To repeat recording, press your self-identification message saved.
Now I'm going to go ahead and set up my personal greeting. This will be the greeting people hear when they call my mailbox.
To record new greeting
I pressed
message,
option
press
number
0.
8.
To restore standard message, press record your greeting message, then press pound.
Hi, you've reached the voicemail of David Warren. I'm sorry I can't take your call right now. Please leave me a message and I will return it shortly. Thank you.
To save message, press 0. Your greeting message saved.
Finally, I'm going to press option number 7 to change my personal identification number.
New PIN code, then press pound. Your new PIN code is 1234. To save, press star. To cancel. New PIN code saved. To play messages.
And that completes setting up your voicemail. Okay, so we just completed setting up your voicemail, and now we actually have a new message in our mailbox. We know this because of the red light flashing on the top right-hand corner of your phone, and there's a message in our display indicating we have one new voicemail. In addition to that, we have an envelope next to our extension number. So let's go ahead and log into our voicemail box and check that message. Hit the Messages button. Hit 1 to go into Message Center. And you can actually scroll and see we have one new message. We're going to go ahead and connect.
Please enter personal identification number, then press pound.
So we'll put in a new PIN code we just entered in the last step.
You have one new message. Press star to play. Press 9.
Hey David, it's Angelo. Could you give me a call back? Thanks.
Press 0 for next message. Press 1 for previous message. Press 2 to repeat current message. Press 3 to delete current message.
So we'll delete the message,
To delete message, press star. To cancel,
and the message is deleted.
And
And you notice the flashing red light is no longer in your phone, and there's no longer a message in the display indicating any new voicemail. I'm sure you'd like to know how to place a call from your phone. Well, there's two ways to do this based on the type of call you want to place. Let's say you want to call the room next door or maybe another classroom down the hallway. You can simply pick up the phone, handset, and dial a 4-digit extension. Now, to place an outbound call, let's say to a parent, you simply want to press 8 followed by area code and phone number. If it's long distance, 8, 1, and the area code and phone number. You must dial an 8 first to let the phone system know that it's an outside phone call. So I'm going to demonstrate an outbound call here. Pick up the handset, press 8, and a 10-digit number. And immediately the call is connected. Another feature on this phone is the ability to dial without actually picking up your handset. Let me demonstrate. Let's say I want to call an internal extension 1014. Earlier I mentioned the dial key here. It's probably not a key you're going to use very often, but if you like to dial without actually picking up the handset, this is where the dial key would come into play. So the phone is sitting on its cradle. I don't have the speakerphone on. I simply put in a phone number, and now I can hit dial. And now that call is live on my speakerphone. For the most part, when a call comes in to the front office and they transfer the call, they'll transfer it to your extension, you'll hear it ring, and you can answer it. But let's say you're not at your extension. Maybe you're down the hall or in the cafeteria, or wherever it may be, and it's a urgent call, and whoever it is needs to get a hold of you. Well, the front office can actually put the call on what's called a call park. And they can park it at either call park 1, 2, or 3. And then they can get on a loudspeaker and page you and let you know that you have a call parked on either 1, 2, or 3. You can go to any phone in the school and retrieve that call simply by pressing the unpark button followed by the zone that it was parked on. So let's go ahead and demonstrate. We have a call that's come into the front office. They're going to page me.
Dave, you have a call parked on 1.
So now I can go to any phone, hit the unpark button, followed by 1 because it was parked at 1, hit enter, and now I have a live call on my phone. Now, while we have this live call, one of the things we notice is we have a transfer key, conference, and send a voicemail. Maybe you want to transfer that call to another extension within the campus. To do this, simply press the transfer button, followed by the extension, And once they answer, you can either announce the call or just hit the transfer button again to complete it. Moving to the right here, we have callers, which is the same thing as a call log. You can press this button, and you can use your arrow up and down key to see calls you've received within the last, I believe, the last 10 calls. Hit the menu button to clear that. And then we have the corporate directory. Hit the directory key, and you can scroll through and see a list of all the different phones and extensions on your school. Provided with each phone is a handout which will demonstrate all the different features we talked about today. This concludes our training on the teacher phone.